Now this is crazy. This is crazy because the whole time Halle said that DDG chipped a tooth and the whole internet went crazy. The whole internet went crazy. Now DDG is showing receipts of the mermaid. You see cutting him, stabbing him. This is crazy because
group chat with my lawyers. Shit.
Oh, so this is the reason why all this is coming out.
Man, my boy Daryl, man, you gotta make sure he's a good dude. He's a good human being.
This is why all this is coming out. It makes sense.
This ain't no Disney fairy tale. This is a full-blown Little Mermaid meltdown. The drama's crashing harder than high tide, and the internet is drowning in it. Halle Bailey's dream role under the sea turned into a nightmare on dry land. Now, she's not on red carpets. She's inside courtrooms, tangled in legal filings, headlines, and a digital storm. Her angelic voice had kids and grown folks sobbing in theaters. But now, she's the one breaking down in court. And at the heart of this chaos, her ex-rapper turned YouTuber DDG. He went from proud baby daddy to prime suspect.
Chat, great fit, man. Feel like, damn, bro. Should I get a stylist? Why are they saying GGTMZ? Let's see. Why are they saying? All right, looking at her story now. Oh. All that. Fuck. Don't even.
That can't even be real.
That, bro. Fuck that.
But that can't even be real. That's the thing.
But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? All that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo, stop these fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person. It's a good human being.
But I don't.
But hey, bro, we on stream, bro.
Come on, like I gotta be.
Just don't do it, bro. Come here.
Don't even make no.
Go back. That's my real friend. We're not gonna do no false ruin this stream. He's a great human being. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's a man. He's a father, and we're gonna respect him. We're gonna love him. WDDG and anyone got anything to say.
The fake narratives, man. Stop the bull. We don't want to hear that, bro. That's fake.
At first, it looked like your typical celebrity breakup. Cryptic tweets, unfollows, petty lyrics, and shady IG stories. The usual mess. But then, boom! Halle hit back with fire. She filed for a restraining order and came with receipts. Bruises, a chipped tooth, and claims of verbal abuse so intense, it sounded like psychological warfare. She didn't just accuse him, she painted him like a horror movie villain, and the court believed her. Halle got temporary custody of their baby boy, Halo, and DDG was ordered to stay 100 yards away. No post, no contact, no noise. People were cheering, she finally found her voice. But y'all, that was just Act 1. Act 2, DDG's clapback. DDG came swinging. He didn't drop a weak denial. He flipped the entire script, claimed he was the real victim. While Halle posted soft-lit selfies, he was stacking screenshots and surveillance like a defense attorney on TikTok. And when he fired back with his own legal motion, everything got messy. He said Halle wasn't scared, she was scheming. That she used Apple AirTags to stalk him, sent threatening messages, and even attacked him with a knife, leaving his thumb gashed. He said she tried to take Halo overseas to Italy, not for safety, but to escape with their son.
Texts like that. Oh, who hasn't beat on their man? Oh, this evidence is like 3 years old. Sorry, have you guys not got brothers? Have you women not got sons? And yes, if your son is beating on your daughter-in-law, abso-fucking-lutely, you check him. But if you also know that your daughter-in-law is beating on your son or scratching up his face or cutting up his thumb or sending demanding and threatening messages, what, you're just gonna sit back and be like, oh, he's a man, he should be able to take it? No, you're gonna check her. Because I know I would. You can't be making these excuses because DV happens both ways. I know you don't want that to be true, but DV happens both ways. And he has supported that with evidence and messages.
The wildest part? One tracker was allegedly found in his Maybach, tucked under the seat inside a Hello Kitty pet tag. Another inside a vitamin bottle in his Escalade, and the one that gave everyone chills, wrapped up inside Halo's diaper bag, a literal tracker on a baby. That's when the internet flipped. People who had been Team Halle hit pause, because sweet voice or not, tracking your ex through your child's belongings, that don't sound like protective mama. That's next level scary. And then came the knife incident. According to DDG, Halle sent text after text, answer the phone, I'm not playing Daryl, and then, I have a knife. He says she cut him deep. The injury was posted. It looked real. So did the panic in his replies.
I don't know all of the details with DDG. So the latest is that his partner, Halle Bailey, or former partner, filed for solo custody, temporary physical and legal custody of their son, Halo. She says that DDG abused her both emotionally and physically. And because of those allegations, she has been granted that custody. Of course, the internet always has their opinions on what that means or the why of it. And I think there's a temporary, there's also a temporary restraining order where he has to remain over 100 yards away from both her and the baby. And that expires on the court hearing date, which is June 4th.
See, this is my thing. If he did those things, then get DDG the out of here. Mm-hmm. But if he didn't do those things, there's a clear blueprint and pamphlet that's being handed out to women as how to railroad and they're trying to railroad. It's the easiest way. If I want full custody, I don't want this the kid. I want him to lose all rights and privileges. Then when I found
Then on Mother's Day, she allegedly left the house with baby in one arm and DDG's Glock in her purse. The text got darker. You ruined me. If you don't come back, I'm calling the police. You have a son. It wasn't the first time she said something like that either. And this wasn't just messy, it was dangerous. Lala even had to jump in, begging fans to stop believing everything they saw online, but the damage was already done.
Why she saying it like that? I'm not trying to laugh, like, what the? Bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I already said how it is, chat. I stand on it. Chat, y'all know the truth? I put DD in a group chat with my lawyers. Shit.
Oh, so this is the reason why all this is coming out.
Man, my boy Daryl, man, you gotta make sure he's a good dude. He's a good human being.
This is why all this is coming out. It makes sense. Not gonna lie, Halle Bailey, you're cooked. You need Jay-Z to back you up or something.
Screenshots leaked. Halle's grammar was all over the place. Typos, fury, chaos. And through all of this, the question hit hard. What about baby Halo? This wasn't just drama. This was a child stuck between two parents in a full-on legal war. Then came the Italy situation. Halle wanted to take Halo overseas for 2 months to shoot a movie. Sounds harmless. But DDG rushed to court, filed an emergency motion to block it. He said she was emotionally unstable, drowning in postpartum, and possibly unsafe. He claimed she once drove with their baby while threatening to end everything. And the timeline matched. Halle herself had admitted, postpartum hit me like a tidal wave. I didn't realize how serious it was. And while the internet debated, the industry froze. Her reps, silent, Disney, mute, and that European indie film she was set to star in. Insiders say her name got wiped from studio memos, quietly recast. One alleged insider told Deadline off record, the insurance liability just became too high. Translation, the studio panicked. International productions don't mess with legal drama involving kids. They didn't want a custody nightmare or headlines abroad. No press release needed, the ship sailed, and Halle wasn't on it. Fans were furious. Some accused the studio of turning on a young black mother the minute things got messy. But Hollywood folks say it was business, cold and calculated. Meanwhile, court documents leaked, and the internet exploded. Team DDG went full throttle, posting AirTag receipts, knife injury photos, wild texts.
Our whole friend group went on this trip, and everyone on this trip can confirm there was nothing weird going on. I wasn't even staying near them. It was for someone's birthday. Let's start there. There was never anything sneaky going on. Like, me and Daryl's relationship has always been strictly, started off as business. Obviously, if you know, you know. Like, he put me onto YouTube, started off there, grew into a friendship, has always remained platonic. So it's very unfortunate. Like, I know people already have this narrative because it's just hard to believe that a guy and a girl can be friends. Like, it's hard to believe that me and him or any other guy and girl can just strictly be platonic friends, okay? But nothing has ever gone on past that, ever.
People said he was finally exposing the chaos he'd kept quiet about. One tweet went viral. Halle Bailey been acting soft and sweet, but she need a straitjacket. Another checkmate. DDG posted a photo, sunglasses, checkmark emoji, no caption. But fans got the message loud and clear. Still, not everyone was clapping. Some said this was spiraling into trauma porn. Mental breakdowns turned into memes. Therapists even stepped in, warning, this is how generational trauma gets passed down, turning pain into entertainment. And y'all, baby Halo is still in the middle of all of this. Now it all comes down to the next court date. Halle's lawyers filed new motions, asking the judge to ignore DDG's media leaks, calling them a smear campaign meant to sway public opinion. DDG's team still pressing hard for sole custody, or at minimum, court-monitored exchanges and a full ban on international travel. If DDG wins, Halle might lose all travel rights with Halo. She could be ordered into a parenting program or even forced to undergo a psych eval. If Halle wins, DDG could be barred from ever posting about her or Halo again. The stakes, sky high. And if the ruling goes against DDG, his whole content career could collapse. His stalking claims dismissed. His shot at custody, gone. For Halle, it's not just about motherhood, it's her entire brand on the line. She became a symbol, a fairy tale. And now folks are watching that fairy tale sink. As for DDG, this is more than just fatherhood. This is legacy, reputation, survival. One wrong step and it's all over. So now we gotta ask, was Halle crying out for help or hiding behind a soft brand while spiraling? Is DDG a protective father or a bitter ex using silence as strategy? And most importantly, who's really protecting Halo? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear it all, because this ain't just a scandal. It's a public trial, and the internet's the jury. So go ahead and like this video, hit subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Because on this channel, the truth always floats to the surface. One thing's for sure, two things for certain, the truth don't hide forever. See you in the next one. Stay woke, stay loud, and keep watching.